Hello everybody, welcome back to another stream. I hope you're all doing fantastic as always. We're back with another flash flight. We're ending the week on this fine Sunday with a lovely flash flight over to Auckland from Wellington. We're looking at a flight time then today of around, I would say at the very most, I mean it's very busy and Auckland is very, very busy. So maybe around 50 minutes, give or take. Might be a little less, a little more, who knows. We'll find out when we get there, of course. But right now, we're waiting in line currently at Wellington. And as you may have already noticed, we've pushed back and already started taxiing out to the runway because this place is far busier than I expected it would be. So I saw Jason actually pushing back earlier, and I was like, you know what, Jason, that's a really good idea, and I'm going to do that for once. So we've pushed back. We're already taxiing out to the runway just so that we can get airborne as quick as possible, because we all know it's not fun to sit on the ground, especially when you're streaming and you're trying to entertain and you're just looking at a whole short line for about 30 minutes before you even take off. So oh, we're already crashing into Jason here nearly. But yeah, welcome back. Let's say some hellos. Craig, Lanes Aviation, IF England, Swavey, David 009, Hazza, Noah, Aviation X, Anshul, what's up? Good to see you back here. Chip, Gonzo, Aviator Booney, AJ's Aviation Show. What's going on? Welcome back. Jinko, what's up? Welcome back. See Jason in the chat as well. Good to see you all back here. So, of course, the priority right now is to get airborne and just get out of here. And then, of course, we'll answer questions and have a good old chin wag like usual. Maybe do a giveaway a little later on in the stream. But yeah, right now, let's focus on taxiing out to the runway, not sniffing Jason's APU, and getting airborne as quick as possible. That's the plan. And you can still see I'm getting extremely close to Jason here, so I need to concentrate. But yeah, it should be a nice one. Relatively short one. Again, if you're looking at a very short flight and a very, I say short, it is probably going to be long because of the traffic. But if you're looking for a relatively quick or short distance-wise flight, then definitely come and join us today. We're on the expert server here at Wellington, and you can find out all of the information that you need to know on our community forum. flight time, the flight plan, the aircraft we're using today. For example, I mean the A320, the Air New Zealand A320, which is a stunning livery, by the way. It's one of my favourites. I think it looks really, really nice. It's different. It's different. I think it looks cool, and they have the all black livery as well, which is really nice from the 777, which I like. It's a pretty cool livery. But yeah, we're flying with the A320 today. Nothing out of the ordinary. Lovely airplane to fly. And we're in for a treat. Should be good. No work in progress shots today. But of course, we'll most likely do a giveaway later on, a 1-month subscription or something along the lines of that. I can't imagine it'll be anything too extraordinary, but yeah, there we go. Aviation X just answered your question there. The escort should take off from nearby. Yes, if anyone would like to escort, as Gonzo just mentioned, it's probably easier for you to take off from nearby airports or airports along the route, only because, of course, you'll be treated as just as another aircraft by ATC at a controlled airfield. So if you'd like to get airborne as soon as possible, circle the airspace and then come escort some of the flights today, then that's your best bet. Otherwise, you're also going to be holding up the traffic here at Wellington and really holding up the line. And we don't want that. We want everybody to get out of Wellington today as soon as possible. Jason Russell getting down to taxi before the stream. And he didn't mention anything. I just thought, Jason, brilliant idea. I'm going to join you on that one. But yeah, Jason's in the chat. I'm sure Jason can answer some questions as well if he reads a few that he thinks he can answer. I know it's a little bit busy, but he's joining us today, which is awesome to see. We won't be able to watch his landing, unfortunately, because he's ahead of us, unless we overtake him, but I highly doubt we'll do that. Which brings us on to the next topic, of course. We're cruising at flight level 330 at Mach 0.78 to everybody who's joining. Of course, please maintain adequate separation. That's around 3 to 4 nautical miles horizontally and laterally. I mean, you could do, I don't know, 2,000 or so feet. Please don't fly above me at 100 feet. That happened in a previous flash flight, and it was relatively irritating, but we got over that in the end. But yeah, this is the expert server, so of course, let's just reiterate that you should be following all expert server rules. Otherwise, you're making it a bad experience for everyone else. So let's have some fun and let's enjoy this event today. Any work in progress shots today? Zach, firstly, welcome to the stream. There will not be any work in progress shots in today's stream. It's going to be a relatively laid back stream. Maybe in the next stream or two, we can do some more work in progress shots. We've shared quite a few on our Discord and across social media recently, so we'll just tone it down a little bit on that one, but we'll do a giveaway or something later on in the stream. Then I'm in the chat because Havoc today. yeah, it's pretty nuts, Jason. It's quite busy, but thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Not flight level 230, 330, 33,000 feet. You can fly around that sort of altitude. You can fly higher or lower. It's entirely up to you, but it's a relatively short route. We've got 281 nautical miles. I've noticed that the real world Air New Zealand flight on this particular route flies at around 30 to 33,000 feet. So we're going to firewall it up to 33,000. So we get, I don't know, 3,000 feet more. Better views, right, by 3,000 feet. Dan, have you been working on Chicago O'Hare or no? No, so recently I haven't been working on ORD, Chicago O'Hare. Of course, I'm sure many of you are aware that that's an airport that's current work in progress. We aim to release that soon. It's going to be an amazing airport, and I can imagine it'll be very, very busy, and we're trying our best to, of course, push that out as quick as possible. Huge credits to Wilson CV, who is now kindly doing the finishing touches and the final tweaks to Chicago O'Hare, because unfortunately, Chris and I, we don't really have the time to dedicate towards that airport because of the sheer size of it. Aside from that, though, I have been finishing off Rhodes Diagoras Airport in Greece. That should be coming in a future update as well. That's looking pretty nice. So for those European viewers right now, Rhodes will make its way into Infinite Flight in the future as well. So it's pretty nice. So happy that Orlando is an airport now. Yes, like 250 airports are just released. That's insane. Very quickly, whilst we're here, huge, massive shout out to all of these scenery editors. They do an absolutely amazing job. It takes a lot of time, effort, and skill to make these 3D airports, and they all absolutely smash it. Brilliant job, and we've got so many 3D airports now. If you go onto our recent blog post and toggle the Show All Airports map, it's insane. The globe is literally just covered in 3D airports already. It's amazing. So to anyone watching the stream right now, if you're a scenery editor, give yourself a pat on the back. you're amazing. You do a great job. I guess branching off from that, we can also say all of our IF-ATC controllers as well, particularly for those that, of course, control these official events. You are also absolutely fantastic at what you do, and we appreciate it more than you think. You make these events a great success. If you wasn't here right now at this event, for example, I'm pretty sure it would be even more organized chaos. So you do a good job. Keep it up. Thank you very much. Dan, your stream camera is bouncing with your head. Is it really? The thing is, people have said that before in the past, and it's not intentional, but I noticed that it does it as well. It's weird. It's got some weird, like... You see that? It's got... It doesn't do it. It sometimes does it, but it sometimes doesn't do it. It's got some weird... I don't know if it's head tracking. I'm not too sure. It's not that fancy of a camera, but for some reason, when I nudge my desk or something, I don't know. It just... It's cool. I mean, I'm not complaining. It looks pretty neat. Well, there we go. Did you get a new iPad? I haven't. I've got 3. I'm pretty sure that's enough. Oh, let's not taxi into 𝗠𝗘𝗠𝗕𝗥𝗦𝗛 here. Let's concentrate. I think if I was to get a new iPad, I would honestly consider, because 2 of my main devices are the 12.9-inch iPad Pros, and I don't know, but for some reason I mean, the iPad Air is a really nice size. I really like the iPad Air, and I think if I was to go ahead and get another iPad Pro, I would get the smaller version. I think it's just easier to carry, and it's more of a travel device, right, rather than the iPad Pro 12.9. It's absolutely huge. So let's see what else. All that set up in a bad camera. Gonzo, no, correct me. It's not a bad camera. It's a pretty good camera. The face cam that you're watching me through right now is a Canon M50. I think that's what it's called anyway. It's a pretty nice camera. I don't know why I use it as a face cam, because I could just use a Logitech thing that clips onto your monitor, but for some reason I just use a full camera. It's just better quality at the end of the day. You can do more with it as well, so there we go. Dan, look behind you. In Infinite Flight, look behind me now. There's no ghosts, there's no nothing. I know you all like to tell me that there's someone standing behind me on the face cam, but there never is. I can just see it through the face cam on the screen. But yeah, Infinite Flight though is looking very, very busy. I'm sure we can go ahead and post maybe a screenshot from this event on one of our social media accounts. Once the event finishes or something, we can up the airplane count and share a photo of how busy Wellington is during the departure of today's flash flight. What else is going on? Where's Ted? Ted is downstairs. Actually, no, I think he's upstairs, but he's asleep. He's hurt his leg. So, honestly, I know you love seeing Ted on stream, but unfortunately, he will most likely never make another appearance on YouTube, because he's a big dog. He doesn't like being picked up, and I don't think he likes being put on camera. He just finds it very awkward, so I just don't do it anymore. And it's Liv off on Virgin Atlantic. Yeah, Liv right now is currently in New York. She flew out yesterday, flying back tonight at early hours of the UK, landing at around 11:05 tomorrow BST. Let's see. Dan, what is the best route to fly? I'm not sure. I guess it really depends on your preference, whether you like short haul, medium haul, long haul, or ultra long haul. I really don't know. I feel like there's very many fantastic routes you can fly, and of course we have so many aircraft and so many liveries in Infinite Flight that you have such a variety of routes that you can choose from as well. So one of my suggestions would be, if you're struggling on a route to find, I personally, I refer to the IF-ATC schedule, but then I also see what real flights operate on that route through Flight Radar 24, just to be a little bit ultra realistic, right? Just that pinch more realistic. I just get flight ideas off Flight Radar. I think it's a great tool, and it's very random. Like, you could click on a random airplane icon and be given a route at the click of your fingers, just like that. So yeah, if you're looking for a route, just click on a random flight and there we go. IF England's been a member for 1 month. You got 2 stripes on your epaulette. Dan, I meant to be in the game. Look behind. Are you behind me? Are you Golf Mike? Is that you? Yes, right behind me. Right by the APU. We're going to use the entire runway today. We're using flaps 2 for departure. But of course, it'll be nice to use as much runway as possible, because we have got a very, very short runway today. So I'm going to go ahead and contact Tower. Request departure, 34, departing north. Oh, we didn't even have to do that. We've been told to line up and wait. ATC doing their amazing job as always. Let's go ahead then and turn on the strobes and landing lights. It's very important when you're entering the runway and taking off. And of course, once we are... Wait, line up and wait. We're going to get jet blasted by Jason here. Let's see. We're more or less going to take off and do an immediate left turn so that we can go ahead and follow our flight plan. It's pretty crazy. Something that Tom Cruise would probably do. I'm not sure if it's standard procedure, but we'd just like to follow our flight plan today. Let's see then. Let's line up and wait. Jason's blasting off the runway. Just about now, he's rotating. Away he goes. Okay, right. Let's come to a stop here. Let's quickly have a look at our flight plan. Want to activate our next leg really quickly so that we can just go ahead and follow that straight away. Lots of airplane dots, lots of participants. That's what we love to see. Thank you all for joining. Planes Aviation, welcome to First Officer. Right. Let's quickly calibrate then and get ready for a departure. We should get our clearance relatively soon. You're to my left, apparently. Said said Southwest 2015. I can't see on my left. You like airborne or something? I'm sure there's an aircraft behind us, so let's roll soon.
Holding short runway 34, New Zealand 179. Holding short runway 34, Echo Sierra Sierra India Sierra. Alpha Victor Delta Alpha.
Right, yo, okay, so clear for takeoff. Let's do it. I can break off. We won't absolutely floor it. We'll just use around 89% N1. Winds 16 knots. A little bit of rudder we'll need. There we go. A little bit of left rudder to compensate for them winds. 120. A little bit of aileron. 130, 140. Let's start to rotate. Keeping the airplane on the center of the runway. Pitching up to 15 degrees and the gears coming up. Nice and easy, just like that. Just let go of the rudder a little bit. It's a really nice takeoff actually, not too bad. And then we'll continue as filed in just a moment.
Feet.
1,000 feet. Let's pitch down to around 10 degrees, let that speed increase. And then we'll let the autopilot work its magic. LNAV's coming on. There's an escort just down there. F-22. Tower is now offline. Let's just tune out anyway. Thank you so much to the... oh, what have we got here? There's a center frequency. We want to be... Oh, wow, that's really big. New Zealand center checking IFR. Flaps going up. Increase the vertical speed.
Descending via day 3 Echo arrival. New Zealand 137 Victor Alpha. Tahiti Airlines 102 Heavy. Radar contact. Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. Radar contact. Turkish 13 is 25 nautical miles east of Florida.
Scenery's pretty cool over here. New Zealand's a really, really nice place to fly in general. Right, there's 250 knots. We'll climb it around 3,500 feet per minute for now. Nice, nicely done. Looking good. Right, now that we're airborne, of course, feel free to throw all of your questions in the chat. As always, standard procedure. I'm here to answer them within reason. We'll try to anyway. We could have a good old chinwag now. See you in Auckland, said IF England. See you there. Can you do a night flight? Maybe in the future. I personally just like flying in the day. Just, of course, so that you can see things as well, like all of the scenery. Especially in New Zealand, because it's a very nice place to fly. Have you been to Auckland, or I guess New Zealand in real life? I haven't. Nope, I've never been, although I would definitely love to visit at some point. 100%. Seems like a really nice place. And I would love to. I'd love to fly into Queenstown as well. It's a pretty. If you haven't seen the Queenstown approach, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, and I'd love to experience it in real life.
Requesting flight following to Wellington
Jason is 47 nautical miles behind Gonzo, apparently, according to Gonzo. AJ's Aviation Show hit 100 subscribers a few weeks ago. Huge congratulations to AJ's Aviation Show. Go drop a sub if you're looking for a new creator to watch. Dan, what was your smoothest landing? Aviation X, good question. I don't recall my smoothest landing. I'm actually not too sure. Maybe it's because I'm just too much of a legend and land smoothly every time. I'm joking. No, I don't know. I do quite a few, so I just don't really... I mean, this morning's landing was smooth. I did an overnight flight from JFK to Auckland. Landed a couple of hours ago. That was a pretty nice landing, actually, of the 787. I think the nicest aircraft to land is either the 777-200 or the what is it, A330. Gonzo gifted 20 Infinite Flight memberships. Gonzo, look at you go. I'm sure everybody will appreciate that very, very much. So many channel members now. We love to see it. It's awesome. Look at all of those highlighted names in the chat. Authorized Takeoff, welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. We all know his most embarrassing landing. We all know that. Yes, we don't have to bring that one back up, do we? Yeah, no, I landed without gear once, and it was, I mean, it went down in history, right? Everyone seems to say it to this day, so... Gonzo the legend. Gonzo, nice one. Pretty nice stuff. There's a lot of new channel members. Maybe we should do like a members only chat soon or something on an upcoming stream to spice things up. We'll do something different. I don't know. We'll see. Right, we're actually climbing relatively fast, so we're already at 14,500 feet. So let's go ahead and reduce our vertical speed and increase our speed to around 280 knots. We'll climb at 280 until flight level 280, and then increase our speed to Mach 0.78 for today's flight. Lee's Aviation, member for 15 months on First Officer. Love to see it. Love to see it. Thank you for being a channel member and supporting the AOPA Foundation You Can Fly program, which is... I actually haven't said this in a little while, but let's go ahead and say it because why not? If you're interested in becoming a channel member and unlocking exclusive perks available to channel members only, like private group flights, for example, on the Superfan tier, then you can become a channel member today for a small fee. All of the revenue generated by channel memberships gets donated directly towards the AOPA Foundation's You Can Fly program. So, it's going to a good cause. 45 minutes at Gonzo. Yeah, right now we're looking at around, I think it's saying, yeah, 39 minutes until we arrive. Let's just watch our speed here. Okay, let's just keep it at, we'll keep it at 295. That'll be around 0.78 anyway. I was going to climb at 280, but we'll climb at 295. It's not too much of an issue. We'll also climb at 2,600 feet per minute. We'll just leave it as it is. So it's looking pretty good. Landing lights are coming off and the seatbelt signs can go off. There we go. JWB is a channel member, and they didn't know. It's because Gonzo and, of course, 𝗠𝗘𝗠𝗘𝗥 as well on the previous streams, they've gifted so many channel memberships, which is incredible. So there are definitely going to be very many people in this chat right now that don't realise they're a channel member, but they actually now are. So you get a taste of what it's like for free. IF England just departed. Awesome stuff. As you'll know, we're cruising at flight level 330 today. What's my autopilot set to? Yeah, 330. 230 will be relatively low, I would say.
Descending via Delta 3 Alpha arrival. Austral 1882.
Thank you. Turkish 002 Victor Alpha.
Dan, you're so great. Thank you very much. This is actually a really good time to quickly plug, of course, two things. One being, we're going to be at Flight Sim Expo later this year. If you're interested in finding out more about that, you can click the link in the description where you'll be able to find, if you scroll down just a little bit, our Flight Sim Expo link in general. We'd love to see you there. We'll go ahead and host a very chilled out community meetup as well whilst we're over in Houston, which will be very nice if any of you are interested in meeting us and hanging out and playing some Infinite Flight in real life. Definitely stop by. And of course, if you've been staying tuned over our social media over the past week, we recently announced a Zurich in-person community meetup as well, which will be happening on the 22nd of April next month. Essentially what we're going to do is we're planning on just hanging out on observation deck B for the majority of the day. Maybe we'll rotate around and go to another spotting location as well, depending on who arrives and when people arrive. Of course, we wouldn't like to leave anyone behind, so that'd be a bit bad. But yeah, Zurich meetup on the 22nd of April. We'd love to see some of you there if you're from the area or around the area. I know some community members have already purchased flights into Zurich, which is amazing. Cannot wait to hang out with you all. Cannot wait to watch some planes in real life. And maybe, just maybe, show off some upcoming infinite flight features on a demo device or something. Who knows? Who knows? So yeah, it'd be great to see you there. It'd be great to see you there. More info. I can't talk. More information about that, of course, is currently pinned actually on our community forum. You can find the link in the description, or you can just go to community.infiniteflight.com to find out more. Unexpected stream. I like it. That's the point of flash flights, JWB. The spontaneity, the randomness of flash flight streams is what makes it special. We've got a handful of new official events coming up at some point soon as well, those being group flights. Stay tuned for those. They're currently, of course, a work in progress, but we'd like to bring them out as soon as possible as well, so that we're not just doing super short flash flights, we're also going to be doing the longer, long-haul group flights that are technically official events that we'll publish on our social media and whatnot. So there's a lot to come and a lot to keep up with, and very many official events and community events to join. Let's see then. Current update on the flight. It's saying that we have exactly 30 minutes and 3 seconds until we arrive. We are at 27,000 feet, almost 28,000, where our speed will change to Mach. Saying that the top of descent right now is in 12 minutes. So yeah, relatively short flight. That's what we like to see, though. We don't like to do streams that are too long, because otherwise it gets to cruise and it gets to a point where you're like, what do we talk about? So there we go. All well and fun so far. Anshul is coming to the community meetup at Zurich on an A220, Swiss A220. I must say, I am very jealous. I've never been on an A220. I think it's a very gorgeous aircraft. I would definitely love to give one of them a go one day. But I'll be flying out on a baby bus. I'll be flying out on a lovely, small, dated EasyJet A319 to the Zurich meetup. Unfortunately, EasyJet haven't fitted their new cabin into the A319s. That's definitely intentional. Maybe they'll get rid of the 319s soon if they're not giving them a little bit of an overhaul. They're clearly not interested in doing so anyway. But yeah, on a 319, nothing wrong with it. I actually find, funny enough, coming from someone that flies EasyJet a lot, I find the old EasyJet cabin, specifically the A319 cabins, to be a lot comfier, seat-wise, than the new ones. They've got more padding, they're just nicer. They're a little bit less legroom, but the seats in themselves are just a little bit comfier. Probably a bit better on longer flights. How is Ted? Yes, Ted is doing very well. He's asleep, of course. How's Liv doing with Virgin? She's doing amazing. She's loving every step of it at the moment. Minus a few things, but out we go. That's not for me to speak about. But yeah, overall, pretty fun job. She's enjoying it. Do you remember me? Harwinder, yes, I do remember seeing you in the streams. Welcome back. Good to see you back here. Hey Dan, you want to meet up with Richard Branson? I wouldn't say no. I would definitely, I'd definitely say hello to Richard Branson. Are you excited for the Challenger 350? Yeah, actually, I really am. And initially, maybe I wasn't, but I say this with every aircraft that actually comes to Infinite Flight, minus the A380. I'm really excited for the A380, but the Challenger 350 in itself. Recently, I've actually really started to like the idea of custom routes and taking a step away from constantly flying the commercial legs. I really like the idea of being able to hop in the Challenger 350 and do any route of your choice. Because technically, it's a realistic route. There's no saying it's a fake route, because you're an executive, you're taking this private jet anywhere you want in the world. And that's what I really like, the idea of doing custom routes. in that aircraft. It'll be really, really cool. I'm looking forward to that. And of course, it's a small aeroplane, so you'll be able to fly into the smaller airports as well, which is nice. Dan, how'd you get your hair to stay so perfect? I wouldn't say it is, but thank you very much. Jason, I just go to the barbers and give it a little bit of a comb over. There we go. I've let out my secret. Yukiros31, welcome to the stream. Hopefully I pronounced your name correctly. Again, to those who are watching the stream, if you're commenting in the chat and I ever pronounce your name incorrectly, it's not intentional. I just struggle a little bit with names sometimes. Dan's hair is finally groomed with Aussie products. What? Lucas, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I've actually watched a couple of your Infinite Flight videos recently. Good job. Keep it up. It's great to see that you're getting involved and making some Infinite Flight videos. It's lovely to see. But Lucas really enjoyed 23.1, especially with Newark in 3D. ATC has been active since the update, and I think it's my favorite airport in this update. Yes, I've noticed that actually. It's very, very busy, and since yesterday, since it's released, sorry, there's been constant ATC and constant traffic there, and that's lovely to see. It's really nice to see when a really highly anticipated airport gets released that all of the traffic just flocks to that airport. Dan, if Laura gave you the decision to choose the next aircraft after the A380, what would it be? Good question. I don't actually. The thing is, we have a lot of commercial jets in Infinite Flight. Look at this F-18 flying with its wings and canopy open. I don't know. I think I would like to see something maybe more general aviation. Something along the lines of maybe a Piper. We already have a Cessna, so that's not really anything to worry about. But I would like to see, I think I would like to see a Piper or just anything general aviation, something a little bit different to what we normally release, right? I think that would be nice. You're my favorite YouTuber, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Anshu is finally airborne. What's the traffic looking like, by the way, back at Wellington? Is everybody still on the ground? It's actually a really difficult airport. Again, like we mentioned at the start of the stream, we didn't really anticipate for it to be as busy as it was on departure. That's why we pushed back to started taxiing out to the runway a lot earlier than expected. It was a little bit like the airport layout. It's a little bit awkward, especially when you host an event that has this many participants. So the idea was just get out as soon as possible and allow more people to spawn in, because of course, when you push back, that then allows someone else to spawn in that gate. So if you are attending this event, try to push back as quick as possible so that others get a chance to join as well. Dan, if you had a real airline, what would you call it? Dan Airlines? LOL. There's actually a new airline. There was back in the day Dan Air London, which is cool. That's definitely my airline. There's also now officially, I believe, another Dan Air, which is like a startup airline, which has started. But I don't know what I mean. Dan Air. There we go. Like, it's nice and simple. Aviator Dan Airways. No. I'm not too sure what I would call my very own airline. I would try to come up with something pretty unique and out of the ordinary so that it stands out. I mean, the name Dan Air doesn't really stand out if you ask me. UA Aviation, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Apparently still standstill back at Wellington. Very, very busy. Apologies for the delays. Apologies for the delays. Dan surrounded by jets, yes, absolutely. There's always an escort or two, or three, or four, or 10, or 20 when I stream. Let's see what else is going on. Dan, how many new features are in the works at Infinite Flight? Something. Throw away the key. I'm not going to spill the beans. Just know that there's some pretty cool stuff coming. Hey, I heard ABS Dan hit 1 billion subscribers. That would be cool. I'd love to hit 1 billion subscribers. That would be absolutely fantastic, but unfortunately that's not the case. That's not the case. I do believe we're actually very close to 120,000 subscribers here on this YouTube channel, which is absolutely amazing. It's great to see. It's absolutely great to see. Somebody's already asking, when's the next update? In the future. Listen, an update has just been released. So hold your horses. Wait a little bit, okay? Of course, we're not going to not release another update. It will come in. It will come when it's ready and in due time. You'll see. It'll be a nice one. Of course, it's my priority to get Chicago O'Hare released in the next update. I don't want to make any promises, but just note that the goal is to release it in 23.2. Dan, you should run for president of Infinite Flight. I am the president of Infinite Flight. No, I'm not. I'm just Dan, and I'm community engagement. The amount of times I've said that. That should be my answer phone. Yeah, I called it, Dan. I called it today that somebody would ask about the next update. Yeah, Anshul. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I like how everyone keeps asking Dan when the next update is, lol. It's a common occurrence. It's something that I see regularly in my DMs. But I just don't answer. It will come when it's ready. It will come when it's ready. I get a little bit bored of answering the same question. Dad, are you in the training or expert server? You can actually see just below my face here in the face cam that we're on the expert server today. The majority of flash flights, if not all, I don't know why I say this, but every single flash flight will be in the expert server. Other events, such as fly-ins, fly-outs, wacky racing, and so on, will be held across all servers, and of course, specifically wacky racing will be in the casual server. But stay tuned for more events, of course. Southwest 2115 said, bro, all of these jets. Yeah. Captain Alex just found out that they've got a channel membership. Alex, I believe you received a channel membership as a gift from Gonzo, most likely, or Butter Zero. It's hard to tell because they both gifted a lot of memberships. But yeah, you were most likely gifted one. So welcome to the channel as a channel member. Let's have a look very quickly. Oh, we've missed our top of descent. That's what happens when you don't concentrate. Why did no one tell me? Usually you tell me when ATC's blinking or something in the corner. Let's descend. It's lucky that we spotted that though, because we still have plenty of time to descend. We've got 147 nautical miles. Usually you should descend at really around, I would say, like 110 nautical miles out. But of course, this particular star requires us to descend 147 miles out. So there we go. Already descending. If we're going to do a giveaway, we should do one now. Let me go ahead and set that up then, shall we? We'll do one, just one. Of course, if you're interested in more giveaways and exclusive work in progress shots, you can go ahead and join our Discord server today. Link is in the description, and you can also link your pro subscription, your Infinite Flight account to Discord to gain access to the full server. We do have a blog post about this, so if you'd like to find out more and of course find out specifically how to do it, then I would recommend checking that out. It's a pretty cool place as well. Some pretty cool things go on in the Discord server. It's a very active community, and we love to see it, and it's a really nice place to hang out. So I personally would highly recommend coming to have a chat. Right, giveaways, keyword. No, keyword doesn't work, so we're just going to do active user. You have to be. Let's have a look here. Active user, you must have been active within the last 5 minutes. So you must have been here. You must have said something in the chat within the last 5 minutes. Channel members are 2 times more likely to win the giveaway. So we're up in the luck a little bit for channel members. All you have to do is be active. There's no keyword for this giveaway. All you have to do is just type anything just to show YouTube and Nightbot that you're active in the chat, and then we'll go ahead and roll it in 2 or 3 minutes time. So just chat away like usual, and then we'll go ahead and roll it through the Cirrus Cloud layer then. What's this saying? ATC said something here. Please follow instructions. Please don't exceed Mark 77. Wilco, roger that. Sorry, ATC, apologies. A little bit distracted there. Thunderbolt.
Roger. New Zealand 904. Descending via date 3 Echo arrival. Sniper 240
It's a little bit hard to hear ATC over everything else that's going on. Right.
3 Alpha arrival.
New Zealand 5676.
Let the chat explode. Yeah, absolutely.
Descending via pad 3 Alpha arrival. New Zealand 5676.
Time for a giveaway. 30 entries so far. Lots of escorts. Need to request descent via, of course, the arrival. A little bit behind here on the comms today. Proceed as requested. Lovely stuff. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and request approach, and we're handed over to the approach frequency.
New Zealand 2. Radar.
I'm sorry. Alpha Victor Delta Alpha 11.
New Zealand 69. Contact Auckland approach on 129.6.
Chat's going crazy right now. Love to see it.
New Zealand 406.
Give it a minute and we'll roll it. 35 entries so far. I can see that Aviation, I won't read out every single name that's entered into the list, but Anshul, Aviation X, Aviation 25, Aviator Booney, Ball and Mike, Craig D, David 009, Harry, IF England, Jinko, JWB, Lanes Aviation, Luca, Milkshake 380, Pilota, A380, Southwest 2115, and many more.
Launches 910 Victor Hall. Turn right heading 010. New Zealand 2. Requested airport is outside of coverage area. Proceed on course.
Roger. New Zealand 2.
New Zealand 621. Contact Auckland approach on 129.6.
Contacting Auckland approach on 129.6. New Zealand 621.
New Zealand Central.
Relatively quick flight, sorry. We've been airborne now for 24 minutes and we're scheduled to arrive in 16. Pretty nice, quick flight, but it's a very nice flight actually. I'd recommend doing it. Of course, right now it's still very busy. Back at Wellington. Hopefully you can get airborne as soon as possible. Jet engines there. Will there be a giveaway? Yes, we're going to do a giveaway literally right now. It's been rolling for the last couple of minutes, so with that said, let's go ahead and roll it. We're getting to the point in the flight now where I need to start concentrating, so I don't really want to be doing the giveaway any later. Again, the way this giveaway works is you have to be active within the last 5 minutes. It's been rolling now for a couple of minutes, and of course, to enter this giveaway, all you have to do is type anything, literally anything in the chat, and you'll be entered. So I'll just give it 30 more seconds for you to all comment at least something, and then we'll go ahead and go ahead and roll it.
New Zealand 7630. Radar contact.
Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The winner of today's giveaway is Craig D. Congratulations on winning a month to Infinite Flight Pro. What's going on? Congratulations. I know you're still here. Channel member, of course, as well. 2 times more likely. And Craig D is a channel member. So, Craig, if you're here, just say hello. Let me know you're here, and then provide me with your forum name, which I'm pretty sure is Craig D. If I'm right. I'm not sure. I feel like you've won a giveaway before.
New Zealand 1638. Requesting flight.
Yep, Craig D. There we go. Okay, Craig. Just look out for a message on the forum when the stream ends. Take a photo of your name here. There we go.
Climb and maintain flight level 360. New Zealand 1638.
I do think we have time for one more sub. Should we do one more? Just one?
New Zealand Central. Delta Oscar Sierra, with you at 39,000. Papa Hotel Delta Oscar Sierra, radar contact.
𝗖𝗛𝗔𝗡𝗏𝗏, no. That's your first time winning. Oh, there we go then, Craig. Congratulations.
637 Papa. Climb and maintain flight level 280. Climb and maintain flight level 280. New Zealand.
Let's do one more giveaway, one more month of Infinite Flight Pro. Let's go ahead and do it again. I'll reset the eligibility.
New Zealand 456.
See here.
Maintain flight level 280. New Zealand 350. Radar contact.
Climb and maintain flight level 280. New Zealand 456.
New Zealand Centre, New Zealand 179, with you at 20,700. New Zealand Centre.
There we go. Okay, you just have to be active within the last 5 minutes, and we'll go ahead and roll it in literally 2 minutes' time.
New Zealand 1638, requesting climb to flight level 310. Golf Hotel Oscar Sierra Tango, radar contact. New Zealand 0865, contact Wellington approach on 121.1.
I thought that was an F-18 for some reason. For just a second there, with its wings folding up, it looks a little bit like the wings are growing up there.
New Zealand 755 heavy, requesting
19,000
flight
feet.
level 370.
Jason, 7 miles ahead, 18,000 feet.
On my frequency.
I can imagine we'll receive vectors. It looks very, very busy up ahead.
Climb and maintain
Yeah,
flight level 370.
very busy.
New Zealand 1638, requesting
We
climb
shall
to
see.
flight level 310. New Zealand 1638, climb and maintain flight level 310.
The chance of winning is 0%. For this giveaway, we're leaving the channel membership luck the same as everybody else. There's no extra luck for channel members this time around.
Contact. Climb and maintain flight level 310. New Zealand 1638, New Zealand Centre, Qantas 61, with you at 2,500. Qantas 61, radar contact.
See IF Mallorca in a F-18 to our right there. Front right. Right, okay, let's go ahead and roll it then. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The winner of the second giveaway this stream is 𝗠𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 congratulations on winning a month to Infinite Flight Pro. If you're still here, of course, let us know, and then of course provide us with your Infinite Flight Community Forum username. That would be great. A load of thanks in the chat. No worries at all. Just let us know how to get in touch with you.
New Zealand 7630. New Zealand Center. Papa Hotel Alpha November Sierra. With you at 33,000. Papa Hotel Alpha November Sierra. Radar contact.
There we go. I've got your username. Awesome. Okay, so just like Craig D, once the stream ends, expect a message on the forum where you'll be able to redeem a month to Infinite Flight Pro. Huge congrats again. Right, that's the last giveaway of this stream then. The next step is to, of course, focus on the landing here at Auckland. Should be pretty good. See if we can land smoothly. Why don't we do a poll? Yeah, look, stop poll.
Radar contact. New Zealand 450. Radar contact. Charlie Mike Papa Alpha is 26 nautical miles southeast of Lake Station at 31,000 feet. Requesting radar vectors to Auckland International. Oscar Kilo Uniform November Kilo Whiskey. Request frequency change. New Zealand 641 Hotel Alpha. Turn right heading 070. India Lima Alpha November Echo. We're in an active airspace. Please contact New Zealand Center on 127.0.
New Zealand 1 is 11 nautical miles north of Coromandel at 10,400 feet. West denials approach runway 21 at Honolulu. Turn right heading 080. India Lima Alpha November Echo.
Papa Hotel Alpha November Sierra. Requesting descent via day 3 Echo arrival.
New Zealand 774 Heavy. Requesting descent via Pad 3 Alpha arrival.
There we go. A little poll going on in the chat right now then.
Able to provide services
For what
to
view
the
that we should
airport.
land with.
Proceed on course.
Free cam. That wouldn't work.
Proceed as requested. New Zealand 2190. Proceed on course to Auckland
go ahead and vote on the poll right now. We'll leave it running for the next 5 minutes, and then that will decide which view we land with today.
Proceed as requested.
Descending via Cat 3 Alpha right. New Zealand 774 heavy.
General 2093. Proceed
Tail
on
cam
course
for
to
the win.
Auckland
Cockpit's still winning at the moment.
New Zealand 641 Hotel Alpha.
The current view that we're in right now.
Instructions.
New Zealand 405 is 16 nautical miles northwest of Wellington International at 5,900 feet. Requesting Isles
Let's see. It's currently a tie between. Oh no, Cockpit's slightly pulling forwards now. Out. No, Wingtip was just about to win there and take the lead, but the Cockpit view is now winning.
Turn left heading 360. New Zealand
Again, if
637.
you haven't voted in the current poll in the chat, go ahead and vote. Over to Auckland approach on 129.60. Okay, so over we go. Request approach. 23 left on the ILS. I think it's just going to be a standard landing in terms of the view.
Turn left heading 050. New Zealand 945.
Expect vectors for the ILS approach 23 left at Auckland International. Lovely stuff. Okay, turn left 280, descend and maintain 8,000 feet.
New Zealand 179 is 7 nautical miles north of Rathlin at 12,600 feet. Requesting GPS approach
Okay,
runway
down the
23
coast we
to
go.
Auckland International. Oscar Kilo Uniform November Kilo Whiskey is 25 nautical miles southwest of Wainuke at 9,000.
Hey Dan, why was I put on timeout from chatting? Was you? I didn't quite see that. Dan, scream something into the microphone very, very loud! No. I'm not going to fully scream into the microphone.
Turn left heading 30.
How long will the Challenger 350 be able to fly? I'm pretty sure it's got some decent range on it. I'm not too sure how many hours, but it's quite substantial, I believe, for a small aircraft. You can find out the actual range of the aircraft on Bombardier's website.
New Zealand 179 is 11 nautical miles north of Rathlin at 11,600 feet. Requesting radar vectors to Auckland International. Roger. New Zealand 179.
Turn right 320.
Turn right heading 320. Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. Infinite flight 0. Please follow instructions.
Turn left heading 270. Descend and
Scenery here.
maintain
Oh,
8,000.
whoop, 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 whoop.
179.
Let's just hold it off here at 10,000 whilst we bleed off the speed. Getting distracted by the chat. At least 260 knots. Let's keep it on track here. Around 320. Down to 8,000 still. Lovely stuff. Back on track. That wasn't too bad. We've done much worse than that before. Whenever you hear the double beep, the triple beep, sorry, whatever it is when you're descending, it's never a good sign. Always makes your heart race. That was a close call. I do it on every single stream without fail. Usually it's on departure. Not as often during descent, but it happens. It's very distracting. I've got loads going on. I've got 2 big monitors in front of me. Lots going on here, lots of information. Whilst trying to talk and fly at the same time. A little bit distracting. ATC, yep, down to 8,000. That should be an achievement in itself. Wait, what should be an achievement, Anshul?
Oscar Kilo Uniform November Kilo Whiskey.
Looks like we're going to be landing in the flight deck today then. The poll, 80 votes so far, and 38% of those is for the cockpit view. So there we go.
Lufthansa 370.
Dan, will you ever do a video but What do you mean I don't get it.
Echo Sierra Sierra India Sierra. Request frequency change.
The fact that you managed to trigger the speed warning on every string like you said. Yeah, it should be an achievement actually, yeah. Maybe I should create an achievement and just award it to myself.
Miles north of Raglan at 12,000 feet. Requesting ILS approach any runway at Auckland International.
Turn right heading 020, New Zealand 621.
Turn right heading 090. Oscar Kilo Uniform November.
Thanks Dan for the timeout. I can assure you, AJ's Aviation Show, I haven't timed you out. You are still typing in the chat. I don't think you're timed out. David009 said that they managed to land a 777-300ER minus 6 feet per minute once. Proof for its lies. Tag me in the video on Discord.
Roger. Echo Sierra Sierra India Sierra.
Laura said let you leak 10 things of your choice. It's fine. I already leaked loads of airports back before we released 3D airports back in the day. So that happened, yeah. I'll never live that down.
Heading 120. Descend and maintain 4,000. Oscar Kilo Uniform.
Dan, do you want Infinite Flight thumbnail tutorial part 21? Yes, go for it. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. Lanes Aviation.
Turn left heading 210, descend and maintain 8,000, Emirates 073, Echo Sierra Sierra India Sierra, turn left heading 280, descend and maintain 8,000.
Turn left heading 280. Descend and maintain 8,000.
It's very busy.
Sierra Sierra India Sierra.
Delta 1313 is 6 nautical miles west of Thames at 12,000 feet.
Siren W, no, I'm not going to say anything about future updates and when they're coming. Sorry. I say it so much.
Do not exceed 200 knots. Oscar Kilo Uniform.
Yeah, Cameron did leak. Oh, Cameron. It's the first time I said Cameron. Cam did leak the 21.8 release date on accident. That was on stream, I believe, actually.
Left at Auckland International.
Infinite Flight 0, turn right heading 270.
What's Infinite Flight thumbnail tutorial part 21? Kidnap a very good Infinite Flight screenshot editor. Make him screenshot yellow and black rectangles and a good Infinite Flight photo. Put blah 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 and blah. Brilliant, Lanes. That's very creative.
290.
How did Cam leak it, Dan? I'm pretty sure he said when we did a stream once. I'm convinced that he said, something along the lines of, and on Monday or something. He just point blank said when it was coming. I'm pretty sure, and tried to cover it up. It was funny. That was funny. I remember. Saw his little eyes light up. There we go. Turn right 350. Let's see what's going on, Lucas. Hopefully, Dan, you'll do some more streams on your own channel. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't really have the time and resources to put into my own channel very much anymore, unfortunately. Although it would be nice. I feel like my channel had its time to shine, and now it's someone else's turn to become the next big Infinite Flight YouTube creator or something. Maybe I will do a few videos, maybe a few streams, but it'd be relatively sparse. So.
Turn left heading 200, descend and maintain 5,000, Air Force 111.
Did Cam get sent to Laura's? What's going on here? Reply. To maintain 5,000 feet. Did Cam get sent to Laura's office on that stream? I don't think so.
Roger. Air India 6 Victor Yankee Super.
Jesus Aviation, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Aircraft 8 miles ahead, so we'll just be mindful for them. We might need to slow down.
Maintain 5,000. Air India 6 Victor Yankee Super.
I believe we're going to follow them. There's a good chance.
Infinite Flight 0, Emirates 073, requesting descent to 7,500. Emirates 073.
F1 guy, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Doing good. How are you? Let's slow to 220 knots. Maybe, actually, no, let's go to 200.
Turn right heading 350.
Looks like we're going to go ahead and follow that aircraft.
Turn left heading 220, maintain 5,000.
Turn left heading 220.
Let's bleed off that speed. Dan, what are you going to do after you leave YouTube? I mean, I technically have. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Let's do not exceed 200. See, ahead of the game. I mean, like, YouTube was always, like, the thing is, yes, like, my personal YouTube channel was a job at the time. And it still, like, generates, which is great. But it, honestly, my YouTube channel was more of a hobby to me. That's how I looked at it. And that's why, if I can, every so often, I'll do something as like a little side hustle or something on my YouTube channel.
13,700. Descending via day 3 Echo arrival.
So YouTube fired Dan. Yeah, YouTube fired me. Yeah. Over to Auckland, approach on 129.50. We will send and switch and check in. David's now controlling. Landing lights, seatbelts, and landing lights. Expect vectors for the ILS approaching through left. Lovely, okay. How long till we arrive? We've got, I would say, around 10 minutes. Maybe a little bit less than that at the very, very most until we land.
User guide from the home screen for help using ADC instructions. New Zealand 945. Turn right heading 200. Descend and maintain 2000. Maintain 2000.
Dan, have you eaten dinner? I missed the UK. I want to go back there. No, I haven't eaten dinner, actually. I only had lunch today. I only had lunch. I don't plan on having dinner, if I'm honest with you. Don't really have the time. I'm going to go to the gym after this stream at some point.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. Descend and maintain
Right, descend and maintain 4,000.
New Zealand 6.
Descend and maintain 4,000. Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. Increase speed to 220 knots. New Zealand 621.
Lufthansa 370. Turn right heading 180. Turn right heading 180. Lufthansa 370.
Alright, it's time to focus. I can very easily get distracted now. We need to land, of course, in the cockpit. We'll go ahead and end the poll. You should eat dinner after the stream. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll have, like, something little.
New Zealand 945.
Not really that hungry today, if I'm honest.
Contacting Auckland Tower on 118.7. New Zealand.
Hiya, Phil and Sue. What's up? Welcome back to another stream. You haven't missed very much, other than the entire flight. No, you're all good. We're just about to land at Auckland, so you're just in time, really, for one of the best parts of the stream, the landing. Dan says the UK is boring. It is. It is, coming from a fellow UK person. Right? I personally think the UK is very boring. Besides plane spotting, that's pretty good here. Yeah, I think there's only so much you can do until you get bored. I guess that's the same with anywhere in this world. But if I could live anywhere in this world, I would honestly like to live, like, in Greece, somewhere a bit better, a bit more stunning than the UK. Have you ever been to Cape Town? I haven't been to Cape Town, no. Hopefully, I'll be able to hop on staff travel and get there at some point. That'd be pretty cool. I'd like to go to Cape Town. I'd like to go to many different corners of the world, I guess, just like anyone would.
Turn right heading 200. Descend and maintain 3000. Maintain 3000 until established on the localizer.
We'll go ahead. We're at 200 knots. We'll use flaps 1.
Turn right heading 200. Descend and maintain 3,000. Maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer.
Have you been to New Zealand? No, I haven't been to New Zealand. I would like to, though. Mentioned that at the start of the stream, actually. It's a really, really stunning place. I'd like to go 100%.
Golf Mike
What are the perks of staff travel? Virgin staff travel. They're pretty good. Seven free tickets a year. Standby tickets though, and all you have to do is essentially pay the tax, which is still significantly cheaper than paying for an entire return flight. So you can do a return flight, for example, to the States or wherever, literally any route, for around £150. So it's pretty nice.
Auckland approach, New Zealand 179, with you at 5,100.
Alrighty, let's see what's going on then. Airport's just over to our right, looking really busy, actually. Really busy.
New Zealand 179. Expect vectors for the ILS
Have you been to
approach.
Bali? No, I haven't, but it's definitely on the bucket list. Love to go there. Me and Liv really want to visit Bali.
Roger, New Zealand 179.
Are you ever going to move to the United States? I don't think so. It used to interest me loads when I was younger. I want to live in America, but no. Honestly, it doesn't really float my boat anymore. I'd like to visit the States, of course. I like flying over to the States. It's a pretty cool place, but I don't think I could live there. I mean, the only thing that I find pretty convincing about living in the States and Canada, for example, is how cheap the houses are for what you get. Like, for a lot of money here, you get a very small house. For the same price there, you get a very big house, very many rooms. So, yeah, depends what you like, really. Have you ever been to Lapland? I have, yep. I've been to Lapland when I was a lot younger.
Oscar Kilo Uniform November Kilo Whiskey. Maintain 170 knots until 5 mile final.
Following, I think we're behind New Zealand 621. Dan, when do you plan on doing a live in India? Whenever it aligns with the IFATC schedule and my availability on the day for a flash flight, for example, or a fly-in, whatever. Hopefully at some point soon in the future.
Descend and maintain 4,000.
I don't want you to be jealous, but I'm going to Bali in October. That's awesome. Enjoy it very much.
073. Turn left heading 05 Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
There we go. Turn right 140.
Turn right heading 140, Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Oscar Kilo Uniform November Kilo Whiskey.
Lanes Aviation, yeah, this is actually a really legit comment right now from Lanes Aviation. Excited to get to to get to your destination, 20%. Excited to get on a plane, 80%. Every AvGeek, 100%. And I've said things sometimes which makes me sound really bad, but I really don't mean it in this way. Like, for example, I've been on a couple of family holidays and we go away, and then we're there, I'm like, oh, I really can't wait for the flight back. But it sounds really bad to other people. I don't mean it in the sense of I can't wait to go home. I just love being on planes, so I just can't wait to get on a plane. Yeah, I think that's very true. I think every AvGeek can relate to that. It's not the holiday, it's the plane. Right, okay, time to concentrate then. Let's go ahead and set the ILS. Lovely line.
073.
Runways 23 left, set nav 1, ready to land, behind New Zealand 621. It's not the holiday, it's the plane. Damn. Yes, that's it. Then I'm going to Antalya in 8 days. Awesome, enjoy it very much. Thanks, ATC, doing a great job. Yes, Jason, reiterating on that. ATC do a fantastic job in literally every single of it. Just even in general. Honestly, I've tried a couple of times to do IFATC, and I don't. Like, it's just difficult. I can't do it. Maybe I can handle like 10 planes at the most or something, but I find it very pressuring and slightly challenging. I guess it's whatever floats your boat at the end of the day, and I prefer flying. Okay, turn right 200, descend and main 2,500. Let's maintain that until established on the localizer. Oh, there's 200, 200, reduce speed to 180. Where's the aircraft? 5 miles ahead. Let's reduce our speed to around 160. There's flaps 2.
Turn left heading 050, descend and maintain 4,000.
Maintain 170 until 5 mile final. Okay, Wilco, let's increase our speed to 170. Hold it there. Spoilers armed. Being mindful for the aircraft ahead, 5 miles away. Good luck on the landing, thank you so much. I'm going to need it. No pressure at all. Let's see if we can land nice and smooth here at Auckland today. Slightly overshot the runway there. Just turn on course. What's the longest flight that you've done? The longest flight that I've done is Sydney to Gran Canaria with the experimental 777-200 LR, a Boeing livery. It's quite a long flight. It was around 24 hours. Over to Auckland Centre on 118.70. Extend and switch. Full inbound, landing on the ILS, 23 left. There we go, we're perfectly aligned with the runway then. Right ahead of us. Winds are relatively calm, 5 knots, 6 knots, nothing too scary. We are ready to land. So from here on, I'm going to go sterile cockpit. Okay, 8 miles out, we were told to maintain 170 until 5 miles.
New Zealand 621. New Zealand 69. Continue taxi. Continue taxi. New Zealand 69.
5 miles is pretty close. We'll try and roll with it.
Oscar Kilo Uniform November Kilo Whiskey. When able turn right and contact ground. Please expedite. Traffic on 5.
Wilco, Oscar Kilo Uniform November Kilo Whiskey.
I'm sure there's going to be quite literally nowhere to park, so we'll just try to find a gate wherever's convenient. There's 6 miles out. Going to rapidly slow down soon. Okay, let's start slowing down. Laps 3, 4. Gears coming down. Yeah, we need to slow down as much as possible because an aircraft's about to line up and wait. We're 4 miles out, so we'll fly as slow as we possibly can now. 1,000 feet. This could very well be a go around. There we go. Lufthansa cleared for immediate takeoff. We should be able to do it then if they just floor out the runway then.
Lufthansa 198.
I reckon it's doable. It'll be one of those landings where I touch down as soon as they rotate. I hope. I don't know. Can't tell. I can't see the aircraft now. Yeah, we're going to continue. Looks like they'll rotate as we touch down.
200.
Golf Mike India Kilo Echo is on the final runway 23 left.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Auckland Tower, New Zealand 229. Ready for departure in sequence at runway 23 left. Departing south.
A little bit of a floater. I was really distracted actually by the aircraft ahead, but we made it. Pretty nice landing. Quite the float on that, but let's just expedite. We'll exit the runway as soon as possible.
Frequency change approved Lufthansa 198. Good day.
Wind 18087, runway, Wilco, Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Clear for takeoff. Runway 23 left. New Zealand 229.
Speed with 370 heavy, hold short of runway 23 left.
There we go. Welcome to Auckland, everyone. Trim can go to neutral. Strobes landing lights off. APU can be fired on. And ground, taxi, parking. Right. Very many options. Where should we park? Toast is controlling. What's up, man? Thank you so much for the service. We shall park. I don't know. There aren't very many gates. Most likely go around here. Not sure what this aircraft's doing here. We'll just wait. Yep, good way to aircraft ahead. I can hear a triple. Legend 1 heavy. Am I right? And we'll just go and park on the right hand side here. Actually, no, we won't. That's a wide body gate with 2 jetties. We won't do that. We'll find a smaller gate around the corner, if possible. In fact, it doesn't look like. I'm not too sure if there is another space. We'll just roll with it anyway. We'll roll around the corner. If not, we can just go ahead and park at a remote stand. Tiny CRJ there in the gate.
New Zealand 24 November Zulu Heavy. Ready for pushback with information Delta. Pushback approved. New Zealand 264
Might be a remote parking today.
Auckland ground. Q-Link 745. Ready to taxi with information Delta.
Oh, hello. Just loaded in.
Golf Hotel Romeo Oscar Echo. Ready for pushback with information Delta. Requesting runway 23 left. Holding position.
There we go. I can see where we're going to park. If no other aircraft spawns there, that would be absolutely perfect if we can squeeze into that tiny little gap at the end. And then we shall wrap up the stream. Oh, A350. Oh, 350 started to push back there as well. Oh no, we're having that very awkward moment where you try to park and there's another aircraft in the gate, and of course it's a F-18. Brilliant. We'll continue and then just like park behind them. It can be our pushback tug.
New Zealand 971.
Holding position. New Zealand 515.
Oh yes. Why? They're doing a wheelie.
Pushback approved. Golf Hotel Romeo
Well,
Oscar
I guess that will have to do. We'll just like stop here. They can be our pushback driver for today.
Ready for pushback with information
Go ahead and shut down the engines. Oh, and as soon as I shut down the engines, they disconnect. That's fine, because if we went any closer anyway, our wing would take out part of the terminal, so that should be just fine. Let's go ahead then. Turn the beacon lights off. Turn the APU off and the main battery, and wrap up the stream. That said, we're not going to auto start just to taxi into the gate. With that being said, let's go ahead very quickly actually. Passengers, steps over here, cargo, and of course the ground power. We can go ahead and do the outro. I'd just like to say, of course, thank you so much for watching another stream. It's been a pleasure to entertain you this Sunday. Keep your eyes peeled for more streams as always, and of course, more official events to come. Thank you to everybody who joined this event, and good luck to those who are still flying from Wellington here to Auckland, and some who still most likely haven't even departed Wellington yet. But good luck on your landings here at Auckland, wishing you the very best, and hopefully the smoothest landing you've ever done. Anyway, take care everyone. See you in the next stream. As always, keep the dirty side down. Huge thank you to everyone, and a big thank you to IF80C. See you in the next one. Goodbye.
Delta.